I learned from him, Sir Ravichandran Sir, is that cyclone is there, flood is there, somebody has to be there as a calm person to guide the disaster management. That is we see in him. So he has been a very good guide and also a support. I think a lot of people from the districts have come to acknowledge. Because the last thing which we have to do, because I have been in a number of disasters, is the head should not panic. The head should be a calming force. So that way we have had here as the, again a guest of honor along with the chief guest. Then of course Director NIOT Dr. G. Ramdas. But most importantly, who of course Ramdas is a host. Along with us we have Dr. M. Mahapatra, Director General of Meteorology, who has again given a very vast expanse of what it is and what they have achieved. Very grateful that both of you, both Mr. Ravichandran sir and Mahapatra sir have come here. Then of course our own dear people here, apart from Ramdas sir, our Nammaloda Balachandran sir, who has been here, who has been with us hand in glove in every activity. Then all the seniors who are there, Nama Ramanan sir in the period theriyum, but ella period theriyana nangala 92, sir engalukku munnadi 89. We all know Dr. Ramanan, Y. Raj. We have attended so many meetings, Dr. V. Sharma, S.K. Subramaniam, A.K. Bhatnagar, N. Jayanti. The honor which they have given you, that is the way it should go. We should remember our seniors who have guided us. And if you look at Dr. Ravichandran, he was here in this NIOT. Then post-tsunami, he has had all over India service. Post-tsunami, setting up of that tsunami warning center in Hyderabad was done by him. So we all have gained with each other, just like S.K. Prabhakar said. So we also have with us our integrated command and center, Greater Chennai Corporation, then Muthu Kumran, Joint Director, then all from the districts have come, Airport Authority has come, Army has come, Coast Guard has come. This is what is called as stakeholders meet. And we are all meeting here to commemorate, and as Chennai Commissioner, Chennai Managarachi Aaniyara, na eppovume thodangiradhu, Chennai Adayalam kattapattadu. It was shown by 1639. Everybody says Chennai was born in 16. It was not born. It was available. It was there. 1639, Francis Day said, this is a very good place to live. Don't go to Machilapatnam, don't go to Surat, don't go to other places. It was identified as Chennai. But it is seethed with history. Varlarla ulla nolanja. If you look at the second oldest eye hospital, it is in this. If you look at this, first private person, 1786 he started an observatory. 1792 East India Company took over. Collectors are there in Chennai 1790. Salem collector, if you go to collectorate, you will see 1790 till today names of people are there. That is the kind of history with which we encourage the country as a country, and country set it up in 150 years back, and today IMD has not looked back. This particular center, Regional Meteorological Center, would be 80 years, but the base, Adhe Mari Kodaikanal. If you go to Salem Collectorate, there is a seismological observatory. Ministry of Earth Sciences covers everything. Air, water, tectonic plates, everything comes under that one ministry. So this is the kind of importance. And the importance nama மாவட்டத்திலேருந்து வரீங்க இல்லையா 1786 நமக்கு இந்த வரலாறு இருக்கு. அந்த வரலாறு தான் கொடைக்கானல் அப்சர்வேட்டரியும் இருக்கு. நீங்க சோலார் எக்லிப்ஸ் போனா அங்க போய் பாருங்க. சேலத்துல ஒரு பூகம்பத்தை அளவுகோல் பண்ணக்கூடியது இருக்கு. Today we have expanded. நான் என்னோட I would go only anecdotal. See, my personal experience is just like S.K. Prabhakar sir. We have every day again. Recently, there was heavy 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, பயங்கர மழை. எனக்கு அந்த மழை கண்டாலே அப்போ டெஃபினட்டாக அர்பன் ரெயின்ஸ் ஆர் சேலஞ்ச் சொல்லி இமீடியட்டாக நிம்மதிக்கு நான் ரேஸ் கோர்ஸ் ரோட் போயிடுவேன். ஏன்னா அங்கே தான் முதல்ல தண்ணி ரிலீஸ் ஆகும், ட்ரையாக இருக்கணும்னு. இமீடியட்லி ஐ காட் அ கால் ஃப்ரம் ஆனரபிள் CM at 5. What is happening? இடி மின்னலா இருக்கே அப்படின்னு. Then I told him, sir, even that their landline is not working. But by the time I had contacted Balachandran sir, and he immediately told me, this rain வந்து 8 9 o'clock உள்ள போயிடும். So that kind of calmness, we are able to get that decision. That's an unusual sudden rain. This happened one off day, but that is the kind of now cost which he is talking. When I was Nagapatnam collector, Fanusnu or Poel, it was Poela and the deep depression. Everybody was looking at Parangipetai, they were looking at this place. I decided that as collector, in between Karaikal is there, Karaikal they have a facility, radar. So I just went to that Karaikal facility and asked that person, Yengappa varde in the Poel. He said, sir, அவன் காட்டுறது மார்னிங் அப்படி போயிட்டு இருந்தது, கொடியம்பாளையம் இதெல்லாம் போயிட்டு இருந்தது. இப்போ பார்த்தா இது வேதாரண்யத்தை கொடியக்கரை தாண்டுன்னு. Immediately we relocated and ensured everybody is out, not a single death. But it actually crossed in Vedaranyam. Similarly, Gaja Puyal. Every time they again, Okki Puyal la Kadalla Meenavar. This side, if you look at Varda, Thane Kadalur. So you can reel out names up to Maichung or the latest episode. So today, this ministry is not looking, and many a times, we think it is only rain forecasting. Common people, perception. Patriketure நண்பர்கள் நீங்க இருக்கீங்க. But இது வந்து CRSR சொன்ன மாதிரி, மொஹபத்ரா சார் சொன்ன மாதிரி, this is something which farmers look into, fishermen look into, common people look into, Nagarpurathula we look into whether there is likely to be a sudden spurt of rain. But last time, June 19th, we had rains, unprecedentedly clutch of rain. After that, for the next 100 days, 67 days, we had rain. But it was isolated. So that kind of nowcasting facility they have, and that is the kind of help this particular department has been doing for us. Now I'll end by telling very few things. We have to demystify this. பத்திரிகை மற்றும் தொலைக்காட்சித்துறை நண்பர்கள் இருக்கீங்க, பொதுமக்கள்கிட்ட நீங்கள் டீமிஸ்டிஃபை பண்ணுற கடமை நமக்கு இருக்குது. என்கிட்ட நிறைய பேர் கேட்டாங்க, கேன் யூ கேரண்டி எனி திங்? ஐ கேன். In weather, we cannot guarantee anything that nothing will happen, no place will be. You have seen Dubai. Before that you saw California. Before that in India we saw Hyderabad or Bengaluru or Ahmedabad or Delhi, or for that matter Velinatla, Hong Kong, everywhere. Suddenly we are getting clutch of rainfall. Then we have challenges, climate change already is there. Panic panna vendiyadilla. Ana we have to take mitigative efforts. So on one side is early warning. People continue to, evlo sonnalum Perumbakam people will live, somebody will live in low-lying area. So he has to be given an early warning. Singapore la inda edathila ivlo mada peyyum, so you may have inundation. Actually it is there. If you see the 3-hour nowcast, it is there, but people don't go through. Farmers are very smart, fishermen are very smart. ஆனா நம்ம என்ன பண்ணிடுறோம், அந்த நவ்காஸ்ட்னு இவங்க கொடுக்குறாங்க, ஸ்க்ராலில் நீங்கள் நியூஸில் போடுறீங்க, எல்லாரும் போடுறோம். ஆனால் சில பேர் கவனக்குறையாக விட்டுருவாங்க. நாங்கள் இப்போது சில ஏரியாவில் சொன்னோம், வந்துருங்கப்பா அந்த ஏரியாவில் இல்லை. ஆனால் மழை பெஞ்சதுக்கப்புறம், when it is starting for this problem of Chennai, there are only 4 outlets. Whatever storm water drain we make, ultimately we can go only Kovalam, Kosathalayar, that side we have to Kosathalayar lapum, ilya Adiyar lapum, ilya Kuvat lapum, ilya in the Buckingham Canal and Kovalam. So idella public we have to take into account and then say, there is of course for alerting this we are there. So we need also to understand that urban floods will be floods is a misnomer. It is more an inundation. Another, everybody says no, land use has been changed, land use. Alli Kulam was the Kulam where Ripon building is there. You பார்த்திருப்பீங்க இல்லையா, மீன் போடுவோம், ரிப்பன் பில்டிங்கில் தண்ணி வந்துடுது அப்படின்னு. குளத்தில் தான் ரிப்பன் பில்டிங் அந்த காலத்திலே கட்டியிருக்கான் வித் வெல் ஃபவுண்டேஷன். ரிப்பன் பில்டிங் குளத்துக்கு வந்துடுதுங்கிறது செய்தியாக போடணும் இல்லையா? ஸோ அது நான் தப்புன்னு சொல்ல. லேக் வியூ ரோடு, முன்னாடி லேக் இருக்கா? Have you seen Lakeview Road? So nothing to see in these cases. Then you are saying it is not to make a thing. We need to understand that once upon a time the world was only water. அதுக்கப்புறம் தானே லெமூர் ஆகண்டா இந்த கண்டா எல்லாம் வந்தது. So we need to make compensatory things to ensure that development takes place with disaster risk reduction features. That is the concept which from IMD and all we should get all the data, various sources we should do. Similarly, ecosystem based disaster risk reduction should be the buzzword. Climate change should be the ultimate, but steps towards the climate change. And for early people living with risk, enna sonnalum somebody will be near Jatkapuram, Loknagar. For him, we should have a very good early warning risk and then say that he is evacuated. So there are multiple opportunities we can work with. As far as IMD is concerned, we have only gained. My personal view has been just like S.K. Prabhakar sir, across the board, Ramanan Sara irukattum, Ilya Balchandran Sara irukattum, we keep on calling. And they have also, without any hesitation, midnight, late early morning, Patriya they will be addressing, then they will come back, they will keep on be alerting, and probably they also used to give us an advance alert. That is the kind of coordination, cooperation we should have. With regard to others, we also acknowledge that it is not just a rain as a end. Aviation, it is required. Water, it is required. Similarly, in several fields, we have drought, it is required, flood is required, fisheries, it is required, urban management, it is required. So we all are brothers and the same group, and we are so proud that RMD Chennai has the history, and today we are having that national function here, 150th year. I am sure that we will go in and continue to cooperate. I end by saying Engloda Command and Control Center, CRA Sonamari, we have had many of these facilities already there, sensors are there, disruptive technologies, Internet of Things vandruthu. Adhe mari in case we have to go under a subway, we can, Bangalore incident will not happen because we know what is the level water is there. So those kind of new technologies, rainwater, all-weather station, rainwater station, automatic facilities are there. We are cooperating and coordinating. With these few words, I feel extremely proud that I could be part of this historic function, and with such history there, I think we need to take this celebration to make people more aware that weather is something, it is part of it. America la solra mari and the weather station in the television ke oru substation idu irukum, channel, weather channel mari nammalum nariya vechundirukom, ana nirandarama and the weather patti oru thulainokku update oda irukanum. Last but not least, veyil kaalathile you have given a very good update. I am sure at corporation level we have opened more than 200 centers where we can give water, and in all the 300 health facilities we have kept ORS, and we are guiding people that what they should and what they should not do based on you and based on our boss CRA. Avaru clear advisory kuduthirukkaru, and all the collectors. Of course, Chennai is not part of the immediate 8 or 9 districts, but we also have to be careful. With these few words, in disaster, I always end by saying we should be proud that so many of us coordinate and do so much. But we should also be realistic that there is so much more to do. பொதுமக்களோட எதிர்பார்ப்பு நிறைய இருக்கிறதுனால இன்னும் ஏன்னா அதில் ஏற்படக்கூடிய இறப்பு சுனாமியில் நான் போன அன்றைக்கி 6,065 டெத்ஸ். கும்பகோணம் தீவிரத்தை நாட் ரிலேட்டட் ஐஎம்பி 94 டெத்ஸ். இங்கே 19 இறப்பு இழப்போட நம்ம போட்டி போட முடியாது, போட்டி போடக்கூடாது. We should not compete, we should relieve them. What we should end by telling, ஒரு குழந்தை அந்த சுஜித்துங்கிறவர் போர்வெல்ல போனால் கூட இந்தியாவே அந்த குழந்தையை காப்பாற்றுறதுக்கு தோல்வி அடைந்தது. அது நெகட்டிவாக சில பேர் பேசுவாங்க. ஆனால் அந்த ஒரு உயிர் கூட பாதிக்கப்படாதுங்கிறது தான் சிஆர்ஏயோட அப்ரோச், அவர் ரெவென்யூ டிபார்ட்மெண்ட் ஆர் நேஷ்னல் டிசாஸ்டர் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அப்ரோச். அந்த எண்ணத்தில் தான் ஆல் ஆஃப் அஸ் ஷுட் work and சொல்லி இந்த வாய்ப்பளித்த அனைவருக்கும் நன்றி சொல்லி I once again thank the Principal Secretary, Government of India, the additional CS, and of course Mohapatra ji for coming and giving us, and all the seniors who are there, and of course our host and Balachandran sir. Thank you.